never pray to God anymore. I'd rather no one hurt me.
Yo, what's good, my fellow Hollows? It's your boy, the Hollow Panther, coming at you with another amazing What If. And yes, this is gonna be the finale of What If Deku was Meliodas. And I'm sorry for not posting for the last 6 days. I've been I didn't have any good ideas, so that's why I was in hiatus for like 6 days. So I'm back. I'm here to give you a to finish the series of Meliodas and give you a sneak peek of the next What If I'm going to do after Meliodas. I hope you are excited for this new What If. And people on, cause the people on Clown Fiend Discord did a vote on a which what if should I do after Meliodas. So after this series is over, I will show you a sneak peek of what the new series of will the new series that I'm going to make. So before I start, I'm gonna give y'all a quick recap, display what happened on the last part of this What If, because it's been a while since I did What If Deku was Meliodas, and I hope you like the new thumbnail I made. I used a new app on my phone on my a new app of thumbnail to make this new thumbnail. So I hope you like the new thumbnail. What If Deku was Meliodas? And I will give you here you go for a quick recap of what happened in I think part 4 of What If Deku was Meliodas. So what happened last time was Deku and them had their sports festival. Endeavor freaking slammed Deku through the wall against the walls, getting on his face, yelling at him and blaming him for his son Shoto's death. And Ingenium had to get Endeavor off of Deku, and Deku used his full counter against Endeavor to get to the arena. And after all that, Deku ended up winning the sports festival. So that, and he have a date with the girl that he made a bet with. He made a bet with during the sports festival. So enough of the recap. This is gonna be the finale of What If Deku was Meliodas. So so when we last left off, Deku was getting ready for his date with with Yukari. Deku was all dressed up, wearing decent clothes, so they were going to the movies, going out for dinner. So Deku would say, "All right, guys, I'm out. I'm about to head. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm about to head out to meet take Yukari out. Our first out to take Yukari out to dinner." And Yukari, it's at the test who said, "All right, man. I see you. I see you later." Then, all right. So Deku went to the class 1B dorms and knocked on their door, and someone and Jinko opened the door and said, what the hell you want?" And Deku said, "Oh, I'm here to see Yukari. We have a date tonight." Why the hell should I get? He said, "Why the hell should I get Kari for you?" The only awesome one hit Jinko and say, "Jinko, be nice. She's getting ready right now." And Deku said, thank you, Austin." Like, no problem. So After a while, Austin, after a while, Yukari finally got ready to go to dinner. She said, "All right, I'm out, you guys." And everybody said goodbye to Yukari. And she saw how Deku was looking. She thought Deku looked very nice in that outfit, and Yukari was wearing her civilian outfit like you see on the screen. And Yukari said, "Oh, hello, Izuku." And Izuku said, "Oh, hello, Yukari. You look very nice today, this evening." Yukari said, "Oh, thank you." So both Yukari and Deku went out to the dinner reservation that Deku planned it. They went to like a not too fancy dinner, a nice little dinner. So Deku and them was talking, eating, having fun, getting to know each other. What's that? So, do you enjoy being here? So, what's your dream? Why do you want to become a hero? And Yukari told her, "Oh, I want to become a hero to save people sh- and make sure people never will never get hurt and never be in danger." So, that's a good goal. So they were still talking and talking. So after a while, they went. They went to the. They had a walk in the park. After a while, after that, they finally head back to the dorms. And Yukari said, "Oh, thank you, Izuku, for the lovely date. I really enjoyed it." Izuku said, "Oh, no problem. I'm glad you enjoy yourself. All right, see you tomorrow." And Yukari said, "Okay, see you tomorrow, Izuku." So we got to skip to the next day. Deku and them were just sitting around waiting for Black King to come in class. The Black King came in class saying, "Hello, students." Hello, student. We're here today. You guys did very good. All y'all did very good in the in the sports festival. I'm very proud of y'all. And here y'all, here's your here's your offerings you guys got for the sports festival. Before you find you choose the person you assigned to. Midnight will get is here to help you find out your hero names. So Midnight, you come in now, Midnight. So Midnight came in the room and said, "Hello, I'm here to approve your hero names." So everyone in class 1B had the same hero name like in canon. So when Bakugo came came on the podium, he said, "My hero name is gonna be Zeldris." The and Midnight said, "All right, Zeldris it is." Now, what about you, Izuku Midoriya? Izuku came into it, came out, came up to the podium. He finally had the idea what his hero name gonna be. Then he showed the sign. He said, "The Sin of Wrath, Meliodas." Everybody was surprised that Deku chose that as his hero name. And Midnight said, "Really? That you sure you want that as your hero name?" Said, "Yes, I do." The Dragon Sin, Meliodas. Said, I like it. So Deku's hero name now called the Dragon Sin Meliodas. Th- so Deku was trying to look for internships for our internship. Everybody went to the same internship like in canon, but for Bakugo, he went to where Bakugo go to? He went with. let's say with Gang Orca. So as for as for Deku, he enters ships with he enters ships with let's say uh, some heroes he only got a few offerings because some of the pro heroes don't trust Deku because what happened in the USJ attack. So he only had like four offerings. One offering was from Ingenium. The second one was from Black King. Third one was for Midnight, and the last one was for S Shot. So Deku was decided on which pro hero agency should he choose from these four. He said, "All right, let me go. What? I had no choice but to go with Ingenium." So Deku wrote his name on Ingenium because so he gave Black King his his internship. And I said, oh, you decided on go with Ingenium, huh? You, you have three other options you could go with, like, and Deku said, yeah, I know, but none could have helped me with my fighting style. So I could probably learn some good strong kicks from Ingenium's agency. So that's why I went to Ingenium's. He said, "All right, I understand." So during going to do a time skip when went to Ingenium agency, Deku said, "Oh, hello, Ingenium." Said, "Oh, is it? Oh, young Midoriya. I wasn't expecting you to come actually accept my offer. But yeah, I only had that. It was that or three more offers. Even though I won the sports festival, I didn't I didn't get much offerings. Not much offers. And Jenny put his hands on his shoulder and said, "I'm sorry that happened to you." It was a young Midoriya. But I don't. I believe I will always have your back. Like, thank you, Mr. Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. No problem. All right, it's enough to talk. Let's do some training. We gotta treat. All you only use punching, just punches. I'm gonna teach you how to throw some kicks on your way. Zuko said, "Yes, sir." So we're gonna do a time skip that Genium he was training with his Genium. Deku was learning a few kicks kicks move from Ingenium. Suddenly, they were doing. Then they're gonna take it to the Hosu incident. Deku and Ingenium were doing some patrols. Suddenly, they heard a scream. A bunch of normals started coming, but Deku heard a scream coming in the alleyway. He said, like Ingenium. He said, "What is it?" He said, "What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it, Zuki?" I heard a scream near that alleyway. Go have permission to go check that out? And Jillian said, "Of course. Go ahead. Keep me posted. Keep me posted." He gave him a headset. Said, "Keep me posted. If it's something bad, call me. I'll be there right away. Right away." He said, "Yes, sir." Is that Mr. Ingenium? So Deku ran to the nearby alleyway, seeing that. Let's say that seeing that Native was about to get stabbed by Stain. So Zuko said no. They grabbed his sword and clashed his blade on to Stain's sword, like, leave him alone. They turned on the communicator. Said, "Ingenium, like what is it, Izuku? It's a hero killer. He's out to kill his to attack hurt his next victim." And Ingenium's eye wide say, "What? I'm like, what? You find Stain? Yes, I'm holding them all. Native's in trouble. I need backup." So, Ingenium said, "I'm on my way, Izuku. Hang on." Then Ingenium started dashing towards Izuku, where Izuku's location at. Endeavor said, "Ingenium, where you going?"
Daddy, please. I'll bring down into you.
So Endeavor said, "Ingenium, where you going?" Ingenium said, my internship needs my help." And Endeavor said, "Just let him die. He'll deserve to live." Went back to Endeavor, just straight punched him in the face. Like, how dare you? You're supposed to be the number 2 hero. You acting like this. You just upset because your son's is gone. Look, listen here, Endeavor. My brother is dead too. You ain't the only one is suffering on the loss of their family members. So you need to get your head out your ass and act like the number 2 hero. If you excuse me, I'm going to save my internship, but because it's my responsibility to keep him safe. So Jenny dashed toward the alleyway where Deku was at fighting, holding off Stain. So Deku Stain was clashing back and forth. Suddenly, a spike. Suddenly, a silver spike hit Stain on his shoulder. Stain said, "Ah, what the hell?" Suddenly, Deku turned around and said, like, "Sako?" Well, well. Guess like, guess like the, guess like the class 1A scum. Guess like Deku been class 1A needed my help. And Deku smiled. Like, "I'm glad you was here. Thank for the backup." No problem. So Jinko threw another spike at him. As Dane managed to block his spike, charging at J- at Sako, watch out! Suddenly, a wave of neon hit Stain in the back in his stomach, causing him to fall back a few feet. Like wow, seem like you guys is in trouble. The Sako said, "Wait, June, what are you doing here?" I was in the area, so I decided to help out. Oh, Oh, Midoriya, it's you. Seems like you need a little help. My, I jump in? And the Zuku said, "Oh, thank you, thank June. Thank June. I really did need that. No problem." So, both June, Sako, and Midoriya was holding off against Stain. Finally, and Jenya finally came. Like Zuko, I'm here. Then suddenly Zuko ducked. Suddenly Zuko listened to his Jenya and ducked. Suddenly, Jenya screamed out, "Reciprocal burst!" The kick Stain straight in his face, causing him to be knocked out, defeating Stain. Ingenium's tied up. Stain said, good job, Izuku. I'm very proud of you." And Izuku was like, "Thank you, Ingenium." So Izuku checked on Native. He said, "Mr. Native, sir, are you okay?" And Native said, "Yes, I'm fine, thank you." Said, "No problem." Though Luke helped Nada up, and she took him to to the to the ambulance, and and Nate and then Jenny got the credit of capturing Stain. And Izuku went to both Sako and June to say thank you again for helping me and bowing down to them. He said, it just goes, you don't have to be so formal. Like anything for a friend. That's what friends are for. Like look at that one. Like wait, we're friends. And, and June said, of course, we're class. We we are just because we're not in the same hero course class doesn't make us friends. And Doria smiles and says thanks. So the next day, few days later, the end of the internship was suddenly All Might call Mirio on his phone because Mirio is the ancestor of One for All. So so All Might call Mirio a young Mirio. So, oh, what is it, All Might? I want to invite you to to Isle Island to meet my old friend David Shield. Will you love to come with me? And Mirio said, "Oh, of course, I would love to." So Mirio packed his hero attire and his luggage to go to Isle Island with All Might. And Deku got two extra tickets to go to Island, with one for him and two more for friends, the friends that come with him. So Deku said, who should I bring? He was thinking on it. And suddenly everyone with class 1B was say, class 1A was like, oh, me. Come on, Dora. Take me to Island. I really want to go. So Zuko was just thinking on it, like, who should I bring? Then he brought out his phone and called it. He called, like, ringing. Suddenly, he picked up and said, "Oh, June, hey, oh, hey, Midoriya, why you surprised you called? You need something, pal? Yeah, oh yeah, I have a ticket to go, two tickets to go to Island. I'm wondering if, because we're friends, you want to come? Want to come and join me to go to Island?" And Jacob said, "Oh, of course, I would love to go. Thanks for asking me." And Izuku said, "All right." So he hung up his phone and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I only got one ticket left because my friend June said he's gonna go to Island with me." Then everybody in class 1A was saying, come on, Zuko, come on, choose me." Keep going back and forth, just seeing their hands going faster and faster. Then suddenly Deku felt a tug on his shoulder, on his sleeve, and he looked up. It was Reiko. Like Izuku said, "Oh, what is it, Reiko?" So Reiko just grabbed Deku's hand. Said, "What?" Deku said, "Well, Reiko, what's going on?" So Reiko said, Izuku, and Izuku said, yes. I don't know how to say this, but I finally mustered up the courage to ask you something. Izuku tilted his head like, "What is it?" Said, "Will you go out with me, Izuku?" Izuku's eyebrows like, "Wait, what? You want to go out with me, Reiko?" Yeah, yes, I really did. Ever since I first laid eyes on you, I really had strong feelings for you. And I was just I was just nervous if you was gonna reject me. So that's why I never showed out my true feelings for you. So what did he say, Izuku? Will you please go out with me? Izuku looked at Reiko. He turned around and saw both Kendo and It's just looking at him like he put us he put our hands on our shoulders saying, "You was about to say no." They said you want to say no, but there was something about Reiko that caught his eyes when he first laid eyes on her. So you just did what you just did. You just did a bold thing and just passively kissed her. So Rico's eye was wide and she started turning completely red. Suddenly, suddenly he unleashed, unbraced on the kid. Rico's eye was wide and her face was fully red. He said, Izuku, why you do that? You got my answer, don't you?" Reiko started blushing and started tearing up a bit and hugged Deku and said, "Really? You will go out with me?" And Deku hugged her back and said, "Of course." I was feeling the same way, but I didn't know how to do it, say it. Every time I say something or do something, it comes out perverted. So Reiko started. She said, "Yeah, I can understand that." And Deku gave Reiko the last, like, "So do you want to come to Island with me as my girlfriend?" And Reiko started blushing and said, of course I do." He smiled and hugged Reiko. And Sethana and Kendall was smiling and said, "Yes, finally. They're finally together." So we skip a few days. June and Reiko are flying to Island. So they finally landed to Island. Both Deku, Reiko, June was walking around, looking at the core, the the festivities. And suddenly Deku saw the fighting arena. You could fight all the robots. So Deku was started slashing robots left and right. Suddenly Deku got like zero, 0 to 8 seconds on 8 second flat on the clock. Everybody's eyes were like, "Whoa, that's really amazing." Suddenly, a girl said, "Oh, hey, Zuko, I didn't know you was here." Suddenly, Zuko turned around and said, "Oh, Austin, I didn't know you was here too." Yeah, they had a bunch of extra. Yeah, because of my family. My family, the Rosen family, are one of the richest family, one of the second richest family in Japan. So of course, my parents asked me to come and represent them. And suddenly, he sh- let's see. Shoot. Suddenly, both Skyla and and Scotch is Scotchy came out of nowhere saying, "Oh, hello, oh, hey, Zuki." Like, oh, you decided to bring them to with you, yeah. So they were all walking and talking. And so suddenly they saw a little cool restaurant, outdoor restaurant. Suddenly they saw, in surprise, they saw both. What's it? Both Jinko and you see And Deku said, "Wait, you Yado, 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 you was here? You here too? Like, oh, hey, hey, Midoriya." And he bumped Junko's shoulder, like, "Hey, Junko, Midoriya's here too." He just gonna he he punched him in the shoulder, like, "Hey, be nice." You know, it's not his fault what happened to to Eraserhead. Like, then Junko finally walked up to Izuku. It's, he said, "I'm sorry how I've been." He put his hand out and said, "I'm sorry how I was been acting. I just allowed my feelings that took the best of me and judge you very quickly. I'm very sorry, Izuku." Izuku put his hand down, shook Junko said, hand said, "Hey, that's all right. I forgive you. I can understand how you've been feeling. Hope we can be friends now, Junko." And Junko smiled, like, "Sure." And their boss said, "Hey, you two, get back to work." They said, "Yes, sir." Then they got back to work. Suddenly, Deku saw two blonde haired people walking towards this restaurant. And he said, only the boy said, "Oh, looking at your outfits, you must be from UA. So you must be the first years." Let me introduce myself. My name is Mirio Tomada, and I'm a third year from UA. Like, wait, then and Aido said, "Wait, the Mario from the Big Three? Oh my God, you guys are legends in in UA." And Mario said, "No big, it's a big deal." Like, and they all looked at the other blonde haired girl. He said, who's that? Who's she?" And Mario said, oh, this is Melissa Shield. Her and her father owned this island." Everybody say, "What? Really?" Melissa said, "Oh yeah, me and my father both own that island. I can show you a tour around the parks." So Melissa Shields showed Deku around on the park. So, and we're gonna skip to David and All Might's perspective. David was checking out All Might's injury, seeing that he had, so how long he had left of being All Might, and he's bringing his plan with Wolfram to steal the ultimate that he could get to All Might to make him even stronger, amplify his quirk. So the night of the big dinner came. Deku and Reiko was wearing nice outfits. So as for like Jinko and Aido, they was wearing their work outfits, and everybody was all dressed nicely. And Mirio and Ariel was wearing a nice black suit, tuxedo, and Melissa was wearing the same outfit like in the movies. So everybody was walking to the party. Suddenly, the same thing that happened in the movie. Wolfram and his gang started setting up hostages, and Deku said, "Oh my!" Looked at All Might. "We can help you." Like, all Might could do was nod. He said, "Oh, all right." So Deku and them was was about to head up to the top of the roof. So the same thing like happened instead of like for like those three villains. So Jinko and Adido fought those two villains. So Jinko just used his poison quirk and paralyzed them and knocked them out. So they would continue on and there were robots and the little droids start coming out. Then so Deku was just slashing them, just breaking them with his. So June was just blasting them with his neon flows. He said, "You go on ahead." He said, "Go on ahead. We deal with them." So Deku said, "Are you sure?" Like, yeah. So Deku grabbed both Mario and Melissa and summoned his black wings that flew to the top of the. So they made it to the Deku, Mario, and Melissa finally made it to the top of the building. They saw both in the shock of Melissa. She saw both David Shield and Wolfram together. David Shield was had the quirk strengthening element, and Wolfram said was there with him. Melissa was shocked and heartbroken seeing her own father was the cause of all this. Melissa came out and said, "Dad, Father, why? Why would you do this?" And David said, "Melissa, I can understand. I can explain." So things that happened in canon. Wolfram betrayed them and took the helmet for himself. So Deku was trying his best to fight off Wolfram by himself. Suddenly, All Might finally escaped, and everybody grouped up at the top of the tower. So both All Might, Deku, and Mary was fighting against Wolfram. So Deku finally said, "That's it." They went to his assault mode and started beating the other little shit out of Wolfram, going left and right, back and forth. Finally, both Deku, All Might, and Miriam gave out the final blow. They both said, "Go beyond," plus Ostra. Then punt Wolfram straight out, defeating him. So same thing happened in the end of the movie. David Shield got arrested, and Deku and All Might explains there is another there is a new symbol in the making, and and then David Shield saw how Mario was exactly like All Might. He smiled at All Might. Said, "Toshinori, you're right. There is a symbol rated in the making." And he went into the cop car. Then that was the end of the Island movie, Hero Rising movie. So a few weeks later, Black King explained. So a few weeks later, Black King explained that they have final exams. So Deku and the rest of the class when they was sort of freaking out because they didn't study. They were focusing on the internship and the sports festival. So they all planned a study session and study for the final exams. So, but the only person that didn't went to the study session was Monoma, because Monoma could do it by himself. So we're gonna skip through that and go to the final exam. Everybody had the same score like in canon, and everybody fought in canon. And the fight between All Might, Deku, and Bakugo happened. So both Bakugo and Deku beat All Might and locked them and handcuffed them, then giving them the win. So the only person who didn't pass from their class was Monoma. And everyone from class 1B had passed. their final exam. Then the force training arc started. So everybody was driving. Everybody was on their way to the force training camp. Deku was sitting next to Reiko, talking to her, spending time with her. So finally, they got to the same area where what where they where class when they was at in Canyon, and the assistant said, "Hey, where's class 1B at?" And Mandalay pointed where the campsite it was. Everybody knew what Mandalay was what was going on. Everybody said, "Everyone get back on the bus." Everybody was running to the bus. Suddenly, Pissy Bob made a started an avalanche and brought all the class 1A down to the fighting area in the woods. He said, "If you don't make it till sunset, we're not gonna make you any dinner." So everyone from class 1A was fighting all the earth monsters. And suddenly they finally made it. They finally made it to the to the campsite. Even fast because the Deku and Bakugo was straight molly whopping all the creatures. So instead of Deku getting punched by Koda in the nut, it's Monoma getting punched. So everyone was getting eating dinner, and they took their bath. They did their training. Then the night of the test of courage started. Everybody went to the test of courage. Everything. Deku went to talk to Koda. That suddenly they see the forest was on fire. Deku was like, "What's going on?" He looked at. Suddenly there was a man in a hoodie who was about to attack Koda. So Deku grabbed Koda and the doctor man he died. The Koda, "You okay?" He said, "Yeah." Suddenly the man took off his cloak and said, "Hey, that boy, hey, stay out of my way. It's just me and him." Just, and suddenly Koda's eyes wide and said, "That's him. That's the guy who killed my parents." Zuko turned around and said, "What? He did it?" Suddenly Zuko's eye turned purple. He said his mark and the demonic mark started showing like, "Koda, close your eyes." And Koda said, "Wait, what?" I said, "Close your eyes. You don't want to see this." And Koda just closed his eyes and said, Muskie said, "What the hell are you gonna do about it, kid?" Suddenly Deku went to his assault mode, just walked towards Muscular with 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 a mean look on his face. Look like he's extremely pissed at Muscular. Like, "You're gonna pay what you did to Koda's parents." Like, "Yeah, right." Then suddenly Muscular used his muscle fiber to punch Deku. Deku caught Muscular fist. He said, "You really think that can work against me?" Then he started crushing his hand. Suddenly his hand started breaking. Like, what the hell are you? Then suddenly he brought out his his blade. It cut Muscular arm wrist off. Muscular was screaming in pain. He like, "How? How did you cut through my muscle fiber?" It was too easy. They could break gut punches Muscular. Muscular started coughing up a lot of blood. Then he kicked him in his face. Muscular was on the ground. Deku grabbed Muscular with his feet. He's saying, "You really are terrible. Scums like you really makes me sick." Suddenly he grabs his blade and sliced Muscular's head off, killing him. And he just threw his head. Off off the cliff and kicked his dead body off the cliff. The Deku changed out of his assault mode, and the marks vanished. He said, "Koda, you can open your eyes now." And Koda said, what happened to the bad man? He's and Deku smiled and said, he been dealt with. We'll take you back to your auntie. I said, okay. Then Deku grabbed a hold of Koda, then summoned his black wings and flew to get to back to camp and send Deku back to Mandalay. And before Muscular asked where is Zuko Midoriya Katsuki Bakugo was at. He said, and he said, oh, so he's after me, huh? When he landed to where Mandalay was, he gave her Koda. Then, and Deku said, relay this to the others. They're allowed to use their quirks. And they after Bakugo. Tell them to do everything in their power to protect them. He said, I had to go back to head back. Then he flew up top and started taking care of other more villains. Or he left. He knocked out both Spinner and Big Six Magna. And so Ragdoll didn't get captured by them. So finally Deku found Reiko and said, Reiko, are you alright? And Reiko just hugged Deku and said, yes, I'm fine. Thank you for saving me. Because Reiko and Setsuna was fighting against Toga, and Deku easily knocked out Toga. So both Reiko and Setsuna and Deku finally caught up to Bakugo and tested because they just handled Mustard and handled Moonfish. Suddenly, Mr. Crest both captured Deku and Bakugo. He grabbed the marbles like, we got what we wanted. It's time. He tossed the marble to Dobby. Said, all right, we got what we wanted. Suddenly, the portal started opening. He grabbed onto Deku's throat. Suddenly, said, is it Zuko? Deku said, stay back. I don't want y'all to get captured. Then suddenly, all the League of Villains went. The warp gate closes, capturing both Bakugo and Deku. Everybody was beating herself up, blaming herself. So it's gonna be even harder to find the League of Villains because Momo Yaoyorozu is dead in this series. They don't have the track. They never put a tracker on Nomu, so they're gonna be even harder to find Deku and Bakugo. So we're gonna skip like 4 weeks later. Both Deku and Bakugo was getting tortured and getting beat up, and constantly and the League of Villains, Shigaraki and Dobby constantly asking them, join. You better join. Last chance. Will you join the League of Villains? And they both said no, and they still kept on doing the same thing, beating them. While the other All Might, Black King, and the other heroes were still, with the help of Nomauso, were still looking for the League of Villains hideout. All Might said, it's been 4 weeks. We still haven't found a hideout. And both Deku, both young Mizuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo are getting, probably getting tortured by now. Or even worse, dead. Then finally, in the 5th week, they finally found the League of Villains hideout. So after a while, Deku and Bakugo was badly beaten. And finally, All For One came and said, so you guys won't join us. Oh well, we're just gonna take your quirks and kill you. So for All For One about to take their quirk, suddenly they heard a knock on the door. He said, pizza delivery. And All For One said, who ordered pizza? And suddenly he said, Detroit smash. And Almighty smashed through the door. and the other heroes captured. Happened like the original. Kami would captured Dabi with his tree or with his quirk. So the thing like it can happen. The whole fight was between All Might and All For One happened the same. But here's the thing: Bakugo and Deku was helping out All Might to defeat All For One. But All Might was saying, "Young Midoriya and young Bakugo, stay out of this. Y'all too badly injured. You should escape while you still have the chance." Both Izuku and All Might say, "No, we're not gonna leave you. We've even sacrificed yourself so you can just sacrifice yourself. The world needs All Might." So suddenly, All For One used his wind pressure quirk and knocked both Bakugo, All Might, and Deku back a bit. Both Bakugo and Deku summoned their wings and caught All Might. Suddenly, Bakugo said, "Ominous Nebula," and started slashing All For One and giving them cuts and lots of deep cuts. Suddenly, Deku said, "Full counter." They counter every attack and hit All For One. All For One was still left standing. His mask was cracked open. All Might said they only have a little bit of ember left of One For All. Then All Might said, "United States of Smash." They smashed All For One's face in with the United States of Smash, defeated him, knocking him out. And he used his last embers of One For All. For last thing he does, he put his fist in the air and buffed up one last time. Everybody was cheering for All Might, screaming, "All Might, All Might." Suddenly, All Might debuffed and pointed at the camera and said, "You're next." And suddenly, at UA, at the third year's dorm, they were watching the news broadcast, and they All Might pointing, "You're next," and Mario just looked and started crying and said, "Yes, sir." Said his head, said super low. He said, "Yes, sir." He started tearing up. So All Might had to retire, and Endeavor became the new number one hero. So pretty much next, they had their, because they already had the dorm, so they did their provisional license exam. They all passed their license exams. So the next part is the overall arc. So Deku went to the same like it can and went to certain night agency people. Both Jinko and Sako went to Fat Gum's agency, and Reiko and Austin Rosa went to Ryuku's. So the same thing happened in canon, but and Deku told Muriel his hero names was the Dragon Sin Meliodas, and Muriel told Deku his hero name was Lemillion. He said, "You want to save 1,000,000 people." Suddenly, a little girl accidentally bumped into Deku, and Deku said, "Hey, are you all right? You had a pretty nasty fall." He picked her up. Suddenly, she grabbed on the Deku. She said, "Please help me." And suddenly, a man with a plague doctor mask said, "Oh, you found my daughter. So can you please hand me my daughter?" Suddenly, the little girl started squeezing Deku's shirt tighter, like, "Please don't go." And Deku's eyes started glowing purple, and his demonic mark showing like, what have you done to this little girl? Why she wrapped around in bandages? And overall said, you know how kids are. They always find a way to hurt themselves. And Deku said, you're not having this little girl. And overall about to take his glove off. Aries saw what overall about to do. She tried to get off of Deku. Suddenly Deku hold on Aries super tight. And suddenly a aura started emanating around Azuki. He said, you are not taking this little girl. Suddenly overall, then before overall could make a spike at Deku, he said full counter. He countered the spike right at overhaul. Suddenly, suddenly Zuko summoned his wing, grabbed onto Mirio's kick, and flew him and the little girl back to Cernida Agency. Suddenly, overhaul says, damn it, they got away. So Deku explained what happened with, and overall understand why Deku did it. So the raid on overhaul the raid on overhaul was easier than in canon, because he already saved Eri, and the managed to arrest overhaul. Mario never lost his quirk, and the villains, the rest of the 12 precinct had been defeated by the heroes. So the school festival finally came. So it's gonna be different because the original Class 1A died, so they never had the idea of doing a concert. So Class 1B, the Class 1A became Class 1B became Class 1A, started doing the play like in canon, but for Kendo, she was doing the beauty pageant thing, and Deku was here to check on Reiko, seeing how awesome Reiko made Kendo's dress. Deku hugged her and started groping her like, "Wow, babe, you really did a great job on it." And Reiko said, "Oh, hey, Zuki, thank you." Like, can you please stop? I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And he kisses Reiko and passively kisses Reiko. He said, "Wow, Kendo, you look nice in that dress." Like, thanks. So same thing happened in canon. Deku and the little play. Eri, instead of the concert making Eri smile, the play actually made Eri smiles. So now never died in the raid against Overhaul. And Class 1, the Class 1B did a cafe, and a beauty pageant started because Kendall, Austin Rosen was in the beauty pageant, but still, Neji Ray still won the beauty pageant. So we're gonna do a 3-year time skip. Deku and Bakugo became the new number 1 and 2 heroes, and Deku ended up marrying Reiko and adopting Eri. And 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 Jenny came like Eri's uncle, like Eri's grandpa in this story, because Sashu died, so Inko managed to marry Ingenium native, like Tensei. So Tensei was like Deku's stepfather and Aries' grandfather. And that's it. And that's the end of the series. I hope you really enjoyed this series. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you push that bell to never miss another video. Before I sign out, I will give you a sneak peek of what's gonna be the new series after this series. And the new series is going to be What If Deku Was Gajul Red Fox from Fairy Tale. I did a poll on Crown Fiend's Discord server and had a vote between 6 what ifs I'm going to do after Meliodas. The choices were Mordred, Natsu, Gajil, Rogue, Crazy Diamond, and What If Deku Was a Son of Miracle. The three tying ones was Gajil, Crazy Diamond, and Enrico's son. And one more, and a last person broke the tiebreaker. Because the score was not 8-8, triple eights. And one last person before I closed the vote has voted for Gajil. So Gajil has won the votes. So after probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to post part 1 of What If Deku Was Gajil. I hope you are very excited for this new What If, and I want to thank the Crown Fiend for making this thumbnail. So I want to wish all my fellow Hollows a great day, and hope you are looking forward for this new What If, and peace.